Right, Wednesday, 13th of March. I just, on Facebook, which is not where I go on, there's a thing called Readers, People's Voice versus Dundee City Council. And what it is, you'll see the four apocalyptic horsemen that I call corruption, complacency, compliance, or complete ignorance is rife in Dundee City Council, and yet nothing is done about it by authority. This is my sort of wee bit to add to that, to say what's going on, because what's supposed to be written down isn't happening in Dundee, and what they say they've done hasn't been done, as we see by the Olympia getting closed again. But remember, that could be the 1.1 million that was shaved off the actual 14 million that was put there to repair it in its first sort of embryonic stages, and then that failed again. So somebody needs to be held responsible. That's what I say. The two most important policies of this council is transparency and accountability. Where has it ever happened? Right, anyway, back to me. This is my wee flat, and I reported my toilet bowl time. This is just a record of what happened in my flat, because they say I'm no allowing them entry now. And the reason is, well, plausible deniability. That's what. Plausible deniability. Because if they fix something or skirt over it, there's a lot of underlying problems in this flat. And it is really cold, damp, and so fungal spores are rife in it, which is adding to the health and safety aspect of it. But none of them have taken this into consideration. Even when I went to court, when I started doing my YouTube videos, and they got us arrested unlawfully and then made up a lot of crap about us, as well as a lot of other things. They've broke serious GDPR rules. They've done everything under the sun, but luckily I've got a paper trail, and I'll be seeing them in court. Dirty, dirty, dirty council. So anyway, back to me. This, I reported my toilet bowl is loose, and there's a pool of water that comes out the sort of back of it. I don't know the sort of what the union is. So I reported that. The boy come up, fixed my cistern. And I was like, oh, it's not the cistern reported me, it was the toilet bowl. He's like, oh, well, that's not on the line, mate. So the toilet bowl is still broken. And they fixed the cistern, which wasn't needing fixed, which is now 2 weeks in, broke. But I could have probably fixed it, but how should it's fixtures and fittings, they're responsible for that. But if I touch it, then they could plausible deniability, right? So I'm left with a bucket there that I have to fill for the bath out of the cold water tap because I didn't have hot water. Then I have to flush it. Usually takes about 2 bowls, and then that's me ready for the next time I need to use it. But anyway, that's one thing. The other thing is, taking you through my wee flat into my hall, into my kitchen, and go up and we'll see this. Now this, the painter boy came on and I got a knock on my door. So I let the guy in. He says I'm up to fix the kitchen boy. I said, right, okay. So I'm looking, he's not even going near this. He's in here, in my cupboard, in that wee corner there. And there's a wee bit of dampness there. As you can see, he's treated it, but it's still there. You can see the dampness. But anyway, he goes in, he's got a big tin of paint with a wee bit of paint in the bottom and a paintbrush. So he doesn't even scrape it, he just goes up, paints it. He says, that's got fungicide in it, mate, that'll deal with that. I was like, right, okay. What about this? It's not on the line, mate. I was like, you're joking. You come out of the way just to do that. When that's like that, it's not on the line, mate. Right, okay, fine. So he goes away. So I'm left with this again. So it's got chunks flying out it now. I've got loads of wee bitties, you can see, flying on my, the stuff I use in my kitchen utensils and that. The wallpapers just fell off, as you can see. I'm not even attempting to do anything with that. I've tried to brighten up my house, as you can see. I've tidied it up a wee bit, kind of like, so I've got a sense of living. But I'm living in a cave, ostensibly. and that creates a lot of damp, as you can see for the roof. I'm waiting on that coming in. And John Alexander, wee bit of dampness in your house, have you? You got anything like that, John? And what a cretin. But anyway, let's go further. So anyway, I reported the living room. As you can see, still wet, still comes in. 4 times they've been up to fix it. It's now spreading. And my house is kind of like, it's just totally, I try and keep my house. I keep my house nice. And, but I'm not allowed the sense of living. And I'm not allowed that sense of living. And my bathroom, my kitchen, my living room, and the bedroom, all fitting windows. That's where I had, you'll see on any of my videos, there's water coming in there. And I got these thick curtains to try and keep the dampness out. But the dampness is constantly here, constantly. I'm in a battle against the dampness. And as you can see, I warn people. I warn people about it. And it's like, you've got to warn people, because that's the decent thing to do, is it? Health and safety. Yeah, Declaration of Arbroath. You want the translation? There's the translation. Declaration of Arbroath. Pity it didn't happen. We'd be living in different times. But anyway, that's what's happening in Dundee. They're pretending that they're looking at things. They're pretending they're concerned. They're pretending everything. And what's actually happening is not actually what they're saying. I've asked for freedom of information. I didn't get any. I've asked for subject access request. I never got any. And I'm entitled to that. Yet they never gave me it. But it's okay. I've got the paper trail. And they will have to answer, every single one of them that was involved. It's funny how a lot of them were allowed to retire, like Roger Siemens, Alison Davison, Richard, there's quite a few of them. There's loads of them. Colin Burrell. They were all allowed to retire. That's after I started, when I had contact with them, and after that they did the wrong thing, and I started reporting that. Yet, but nothing was done about it. Nothing whatsoever. I've got a video of them. That Lynn Wadlam, who keeps now threatening to kick in my door, used to be my housing officer, and before that, she was the environmental officer. Kind of like, I've had so many dealings with this woman, and it's like she needs to get me or something. And here, look at that, and like, see what position she's held in the council. How come they just jump from job to job? What's that about? They can't be qualified in everything. Omnidirectional, are they? Every person in the council omnidirectional. There's a lot of good workers there. They're just not getting allowed to do what they want to do, and the work. So anyway, this is me. Like, share and subscribe. And get onto Facebook. It's the People's Voice versus Dundee City Council. Here, look at that. And join it if you want, and put up your own sort of horror stories or good stories if you've got them. If anybody's got a good story out there, it could only be the ends at the top of the council who are profiteering for all this. So anyway, that's me. Like, share and subscribe.